Top 15 famous historical places in India to visit with your family and friends. Forts and castles, sanctuaries and burial places, the remnants of old urban areas, and the flourishing cityscapes that actually overwhelm and enchant guests today. Historical places in India sell out such a lot of excellence and variety that picking only a couple of dozen felt like an unthinkable undertaking. Nevertheless, after a lot of thinking, I've figured out how to limit the list of important monuments in India. Utilize this article as your aid when you next set out to explore India. However, remember that, with regards to the most mind-boggling tourist spots in India, these truly are only the start of the top historical monuments of India. Top famous historical places in India. Rich castles, antiquated strongholds, and glorious designs welcome you at each alcove and corner of our lofty nation, India. This rich history overflows out of every antiquated construction and renowned authentic famous monuments of India that portray stories of sentiment, valiance, strength, and battles. Known as one of the most appealing and famous monuments of India, this fortress of Jaipur, the Amber Fort, is one of those noteworthy places in Jaipur that you shouldn't miss. No wonder it is among the top historical monuments of India. Not at all like the numerous other memorable landmarks of Jaipur, the Jantar Mantar is one of those noteworthy and most visited monuments in India, which actually remain as running proof for the magnificence of the astounding and eminent antiquated work. One of the most visited historical buildings in India, this landmark was implicit the year 1727 and work date. It is perhaps the most well-known vacation spot. You can observe the spot found extremely close to the city royal residence of Jaipur. Meet the boss of historical places in India, one of the 7 wonders of the New World as well as the UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Taj Mahal will consistently be positioned highest in the rundown of the top recorded historical places of India. Investigate a definitive exemplification of adoration, the Taj Mahal, whose greatness stays unparalleled in history, and today this is one of the ends of the week escapes from Delhi. This lavish white marble structure was designed to be worked in 1632 by Shah Jahan for his late spouse Mumtaz Mahal. As per the legend, it was accepted that Shah Jahan cut off the hands of the relative multitude of laborers who fabricated the Taj Mahal so that no comparative landmark could ever be assembled again. The Taj Mahal is the pride of the nation among the national monuments of India. Quite possibly one of the most neglected recorded spots in India, this stepwell was implicit in the 11th century AD, as a memorial for King Bhimdev of the Solanki administration by his significant other Queen Udayamati. One more renowned fortification in Rajasthan, the Kumbhalgarh, is popular for the glorious fortress just as the natural life asylum and one of the best historical monuments of India. You will be astounded to realize that the walls of Kumbhalgarh are the second longest on the planet after the Great Wall of China, thus no wonder among the national monuments of India. Bhimbetka rock shelters in Madhya Pradesh are an archaeological site tracing all the way back to the ancient age and one of the well-known historical spots in India. These ancient places in India safeguard confirmations of the Stone Age and the type of antiquated cavern canvases. The scandalous Jallianwala Bagh slaughter was held here, close to the Golden Temple in Amritsar. The rich history and a gold overlay outside are the features of the Golden Temple or the Harmandir Sahib in Amritsar. Consequently one of the most famous buildings in India, this spot has acquired incredible significance in India's travel history and industry. Worked by Aryan Sahib with the assistance of Baba Buddhaji, this Sikh sanctuary is done in Indo-Islamic design style. The lower level of the sanctuary is enhanced with themes of blossoms and creatures like that of the Taj Mahal, and the upper level is overlaid with sheets of gold, giving it a look that procured it a name as Golden Temple. Sitting in Gujarat, Champaner Pavagadh Archaeological Park has found itself a spot on the rundown of UNESCO World Sites. Sitting in the core of Champaner and being encircled by Pavagadh Hills, this archaeological park is perhaps one of the most excellent ancient places in India, alongside being of fanciful importance. The final resting spot of Mughal Emperor Humayun ends up being a rich castle and famous monuments of India, more than just being a burial chamber. Situated in New Delhi, Humayun Tomb is one of the most incredible safeguarded Mughal landmarks and most visited monuments in India. This catacomb is likewise the first and best illustration of Mughal design in the country. Following a century from its development, Humayun's burial place propelled the development of the well-known Taj Mahal. One of the top historical buildings in India, the India Gate is situated on the Rajpath and was designed by Sir Edwin Lutyens. It is one of the most popular monuments in India among the local people as well as the vacationers. Built in the era of Qutbuddin Aibak, Qutub Minar isn't just a significant milestone of Delhi but also addresses the rich design heritage of India. This 73 meters high pinnacle is superb in size and is wonderful in view, and no wonder one of the most visited historical buildings in India. The pinnacle was worked by Aibak after the last Hindu ruler was crushed and is figured to be worked to praise the start of the Mughal rule in India. The greater part of these shafts is from the Hindu sanctuaries, which were obliterated to build the mosque. Near the mosque is one of Delhi's most acclaimed collectibles, the Iron Pillar, one of the legendary historical places in India. One of the most famous buildings in India and a verifiable vacationer place, the Red Fort was built for more than a long time from 1638 to 1648. This fortress was built when Shah Jahan moved the capital from Agra to Delhi and it was then known as the Qila-e-Mubarak. This illustrious city is one of the chronicled vacationer places in India and once had royal residences, public structures, mosques, quarters for the ruler, the military just as the workers. Further, the all-around arranged imperial city with cut segments and design columns was worked between 1571 to 1573 AD and deserted because of a deficiency of water. One of the most eye-catching spots in India would be Ajanta and Ellora caves. Ajanta and Ellora caves are among quite possibly the most all-around saved landmarks and top visited ancient places in India. The nation is so rich and has various historical monuments of India,